Hey, word is up, everybody. So, A-Drive on the Elestrals main channel just announced the Elestriad, a content creator clash for Elestrals that I'm probably not going to be able to play in. But words, I saw the video too. Weren't you and all the other Elestrals tubers invited to this event? And no, we're not. So what the event is at its core is going to be kind of a partial marketing, partial content farm for Elestrals to really get some big names and more eyes on Elestrals, which is going to be a fantastic thing for Elestrals. 100%, this is a great idea, great choice. I think A-Drive nailed it with the event type and who he's getting to be in this event, which he'll announce more so on Monday. Obviously, since I'm invited sort of to the Elestriad, I have a little bit more information, but I can't reveal it. Dan will reveal that on Monday. So I mentioned why I'm probably not playing in this tournament, and let's just jump into who's actually invited and why. So out of the Elestrals content creators, there's 8 of us. The 8 of us being J Johnny, Nexus Elestrals, also known as Magic Moolah, myself, Red Baron, LUCK, Incremental, Ancient Caster, and Eagle the Duck. And we are playing for the 8th spot in the Elestriad. Why am I saying I'm not going to win this tournament? And honestly, why there's really only probably 5 options, maybe 4 options that even have a proper full shot at getting into the Elestriad. And that's going to probably be J Johnny, Baron, Luck, LUCK, and Jacob or Eagle the Duck, because they're all highly competitive players with records in competitive play. Meanwhile, someone like Magic Moolah in Nexus Elestrals, he has hardly any gameplay experience. He's more so on the collection content side of things at the moment. He doesn't have a ton of gameplay experience. Unfortunately, Moolah knows this is with no ill intention. He's not winning. Myself, the reason I put myself so low on this list of I have almost no shot at this is when I play games, I don't play meta normally because I don't find meta fun. If I'm going to be playing a game like Elestrals or any game really, I have to enjoy losing just as much as I enjoy winning. And to do that, when I'm making a deck in any TCG, I make a deck that I want to play. And the deck that I want to play right now is Fruit, and that's probably more of a B tier deck. It's got a shot. Like, don't get me wrong, I fully intend to compete against these guys to try to get that spot, but I'm at a disadvantage playing a lower end deck in the meta right now. I'm going to throw in some tech options. It's going to be a fun time. I wholeheartedly think any of these guys deserve that spot. They're all fantastic. So I don't care who wins, but I know that my odds of winning are way lower because I'm going to be playing for my enjoyment, even in a highly competitive environment like this is. Like, this is a huge like potential marketing and way to get your name out there amongst a bunch of high level, basically TCG players in the YouTube community. So it's going to be, really frustrating to not get that spot, but at the same time, I'm not going to compromise my own enjoyment of the game by playing a deck that I don't want to play just to win. That's not how I do this. So I'm probably not winning this tournament, and I'm okay with that. I've come to terms with that. I'm on good terms with Dan. I spoke with Dan, my concerns with this whole event and how I think it's a great idea, and there's no way to choose between the 8 of these people fairly, so having a competition is perfectly within reason. It just means that half the people on this list have 0 to no shot. I don't want to say no shot, but very stacked against them odds compared to the other people on the list. Again, so J Johnny is a highly competitive player. He's been around for just as long as I have. He knows the game in and out. He's really good at the top tier meta gameplay. That's his bread and butter. He's probably, top 2 favorite for this tournament. I think Jacob Eagle the Duck is my other top 2 favorite, but I think this honestly comes down to probably between him and basically Eagle the Duck and J Johnny for that slot, because it's going to be a tournament between the 8 of us. I don't know too much about Incremental and Ancient Caster, but I know Incremental is a good player. I don't know enough about Ancient Caster, but I don't think Incremental has had a ton of high competitive experience compared to everyone else. Luck is also super highly competitive. He is a very strong player. He's in my top 4 for likely to win this whole thing. And then Red Baron, I would place as, top 4 as well. I do think Red Baron is a little stacked against him. I know in his own personal life he's moving a lot right now. He's in the middle of a move right now. There's a lot going on. He might not be in the best frame to really play competitively right now, and that's nothing against him. That's just he's probably exhausted. I'm not winning this. I'm going to do my best to win. That being said, I'm going to enjoy playing. I'm going to be happy for whoever does win because everyone here deserves that spot. And that's the worst part about this whole thing is like it's the biggest Elestrals event that's going to happen this year most likely. That is all about the content creation, and only one Elestrals content creator is going to be able to make it in, which is just a little upsetting, a little frustrating, and the fact that it's only catering towards the strictly extreme end of the highly competitive spot to get there, that's frustrating to me. Again, I have no ill will towards Elestrals. I think the event's great. I think that the tournament to pick one of us 8 is like super inclusive in A-Drive because in the end this Elestriad is probably just going to be a whole marketing gimmick slash, you know, tournament to really get people interested in Elestrals in general. And the 8 people on this list, including myself, we have 0 pull in the YouTube space whatsoever. And why are we advertising Elestrals when the people who are watching our content already are already invested enough in Elestrals? So again, I think it's perfectly fair, and it's more than just like courteous for A-Drive to even include us like this, which I appreciate so much. I appreciate the opportunity. I just personally wish that there might have been a few other ways that we could have selected that slot, or maybe have, you know, 2 slots for Elestrals creators in there. It's too late probably now to sort that out, but hey, the opportunity is there. I'm going to do my best to win. I'm probably not going to win just because of how I play the game, but I'm going to have so much fun at least getting the chance to compete for this. And if I somehow come on top with fruit, I'm going to say my deck list. I'll show you my deck list after this too, like, or right below as we're going. I'm just going to play fruit, and I have a weird little bag of winds tech because I know that none of these top meta decks have main deck rune removal for bag of winds commonly, and Tsunami doesn't out a Lotagon with bag of winds. Trolla doesn't out a Lotagon. No one mains Boombat. No one mains Vertaco usually. So I think the Bag of Winds Lotagon tech is pretty scary, and if I'm going to win on the back of that. So I'll see if I come back to you guys with an update on the Elestriad. But good luck whoever wins. And hey, it's still something that's cool that I get to be a part of, even though I'm not going to get in the main event. At least I got a side event chance to get in there. That's super cool. Thanks, Dan, for everything. And what are you guys' thoughts on this Elestriad coming up? I know there's not a lot of information until later next week, but I wanted to get this video out there. Just my thoughts on this publicly. Just, hey, awesome event. Great idea to market the game. That's a fantastic game to a ton of different people outside Elestrals, because why are we going to really make a tournament for just Elestrals people when Elestrals still pretty new and they need to get the word out there? So great event, great idea for that. And hey, maybe one of the Elestrals content creators can pull ahead and get some views on them and get views on the rest of us, all that jazz. It'll be interesting to see. But with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video, and those are my thoughts. So let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you guys think of the tournament coming up. I don't know if there's any plans to show our gameplay leading up to the Elestriad for the spot, but we'll see what happens, and I'll talk to you guys whenever I talk to you guys next. Have a good one.